What if you have someone on WhatsApp whose only job is to talk with your new customers, provide them information, make bookings on your behalf? So hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video I am going to show you how you can create a WhatsApp chatbot that qualifies lead automatically and available 24/7. And I'm demonstrating this WhatsApp chatbot for one use case, but you can customize it according to your own business, sales process, and services. So now let's start creating this amazing WhatsApp chatbot which can interact with your customers 24/7 and qualify your leads. So right here on my screen, you can see this is the WhatsApp chatbot I have built in as a car rental agency business. But you can modify it according to your business. And now I'm going to show you how you can create it. But before that, let's move on towards my WhatsApp and see the real-time working of this WhatsApp chatbot so that you can understand its impact on your business and see it's working as a user. So now let's move on towards my WhatsApp. So here I'm landed to my WhatsApp and now I'm going to send a message to my business number which is saved here as my test number. And now let's say I'm the customer who want to rent a car. So for that I'm going to enter a message that is car. So now let's enter it, and as I have provided this message, I'm getting a welcome message which says, "Hello, welcome to Swift Ride Car Rentals. How can I help you today?" And here we are getting this button that is check car. So now let's select it, and as I have selected this button, I'm getting this message consisting of the list of the cars available. So now let's open this list and check the cars. So here I'm getting some of the cars with its pricing. So now I'm going to select this first car that is SUV, and as I have selected it, I'm getting the image of this car with two buttons that is book now and back. So now I'm going to select this first button that is book now. And as I have selected this button, I'm getting a message which is asking me to enter my pickup location. So now let's enter it. So here I'm going to provide my pickup location, and as I have provided it, I'm getting a message which is asking me to enter the pickup date. So now let's enter it. So now I am going to provide my pickup date as well, and as I have provided my pickup date, it is asking me to enter the drop date. So now I am going to enter my drop date as well. So here I have provided my drop date, and as I have provided my drop date, I am getting a message which is asking me to enter my full name. So now I am going to enter my full name as demo user. And here you can see, as I have provided my full name, I'm getting this message consisting of the booking summary having the same car type which I have recently selected, and the pickup date and the pickup point as well with my name which I have recently entered. So now you have seen that by using this WhatsApp chatbot, you can even send personalized messages to your customers or the clients. So now let's start creating this WhatsApp chatbot for your own business too. And I have an amazing surprise for you which is going to enhance your experience, which is going to make your experience even better with Pabbly. So watch this video till the end. And now for creating this WhatsApp chatbot, we have to access Pabbly Chatflow by typing its URL over the new tab. That is pabbly.com/chatflow, and once you will enter the URL, you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly where you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click over the sign up free, and if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Chatflow, you get 100 free credits every month for practicing Pabbly Chatflow. But if you already have an existing account, then you can simply click over this sign in. But before moving on forwards towards our Pabbly Chatflow, I am going to tell you about Pabbly Community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly Community where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant update regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on towards my Pabbly Chatflow, and here I'm going to simply click over this sign in. And once you finish your sign up, you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page where you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. And now as we have to create our WhatsApp chatbot, then we have to access this Pabbly Chatflow app. So now let's click over this access now button and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow, where you can see these are the numbers connected to my account. And if you also want to add your WhatsApp number, then you can select this add WhatsApp number button, and here we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, then you can select this WhatsApp Connect, and if you want to connect with token number, then you can select this Manual Token Connect. Now if you want detailed process of adding WhatsApp number to the Pabbly Chatflow account, then you can find video link in the description given below. Now moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly, and if you want to learn more about these features, then go and check the video in the description given below. And now as we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot, then we have to select the flows given on the sidebar. And once you will click over the flows, you will be landed to this flow builder page, where you can see these are the flows created in my account. And now if you want to create your own flow, then you just have to select this add flow button, and you will be landed to the flow page, where you can see this option of providing the flow name. So here you can provide a name to your flow. So now let's provide a name to my flow here. So here I am providing it the name WhatsApp chatbot that qualifies leads automatically 24/7, and afterwards we are getting this option for trigger. Now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is the action or the event which is going to initiate our WhatsApp chatbot. And on this trigger we are getting many trigger events such as keyword rejects match, user starts conversation, template selected, and many more. But here I am going to keep it as the same, that is keyword rejects match. Now you might be thinking, what is this keyword and rejects? So keywords are the words which initiate your WhatsApp chatbot. Now let's say I want to initiate my WhatsApp chatbot as soon as someone enters a message consisting of this word car. So here I am going to enter this word and press the enter key, and here our one keyword is ready. And afterwards we are getting this option for rejects. So rejects is basically the short form for the regular expression. These are used for the specific user input, and if you want to trigger any message, you can enter rejects like this. But here, as I've already added my keyword, I will be removing this rejects from here. Now if a user sends me a message consisting of this word, I'm going to send a welcome message to them. So for that we just have to drag and drop and select text button over here, and in this text button node I'm going to enter a welcome message for my customers. So here you can see I have entered this welcome message, and now I'm going to add a button in this message node. So for that we just have to click over this add button, and here we are getting this dialog box where you have to provide the button name. So now let's provide it. So here I have provided my button name as check cards, and now we are getting this option for selecting the button type. So from this drop down you can select your button type as quick reply or either link. So if you will select the button type as quick reply, then this button is going to act as a quick reply button. But if you will select the button type as link, then this button is going to act as a link. And here I have selected quick reply. Now we just have to click over the save button, and here our button has been created. Now if my user select this button, that is check cards, I am going to provide them list of the cards available. So for providing the list, we just have to drag and drop, and here you can see this option of list which you have to select. And now on this list node, it is asking me to enter header, body and footer for the list. So now I am going to provide a body to my list. So here you can see I have provided this body to my list, and now I am going to add some items to this list. So for that we firstly have to create section by simply selecting this add section button, and here I have to provide my section title. So now I am going to provide my section title as cars, and now on this section we are going to add some items. So for that we just have to click over this add items, and here we are getting this dialog box where you have to provide the title and the description of your list items. So on the title dialog box, I'm going to provide the name of the car, and in the description dialog box, I'm going to provide its per day pricing. So now let's create it. So here you can see I have provided the title as SUV, and here I have provided the description of this car. And now I'm going to add some more items or some more car options in this list. So here you can see I have added 2 more items to my list. Now if my user selects any of these list items, I want to get that response. So for that we have to provide contact custom field to all these list items. And for providing the contact custom field, you just have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting this option for set custom field, which you have to select. And you will be getting this contact custom field action node where it is asking me to select the contact custom field. So here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created, and contact custom field help us to store extra information. That's why we are adding this to our list items. And now if you want to create your own contact custom field, then you just have to go to settings, and here you can see we are getting this option for contact custom fields, which you have to select. But before that you have to save this flow by simply selecting this save button so that you don't lose your data. And as you will select the contact custom fields, you will be landed to the contact custom fields page, which I have already opened. And here we are landed to the contact custom fields page where you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created. And for creating your own contact custom field, you just have to click over this add more field button, and here you have to provide the field name. And I have already created my contact custom field, so I will be selecting it over here. So here I am going to select my contact custom field as car, which can be seen here, and now it is asking me to enter the value. So here you have to enter the value for which you are creating this contact custom field. So as you know, I am creating this contact custom field for this first item, so I am going to enter the same value. So with this we have provided contact custom field to our first list item, and now I am going to do the same for remaining list item as well. So here you can see I have provided contact custom field to all these list items. Now if my user selects any of these list items or any of the available cards, I am going to provide them image of the cards with 2 buttons asking them whether they want to make the booking or not. So for providing the image of the card, we just have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting this option for media. And by selecting media, you can provide any type of media such as image, audio, video, document, etc. to your customers or the clients. So now I am going to provide the image of the cards. So here I am going to select my media type as image, and afterwards it is asking me to enter or paste the URL or drag or drop the file here. So now let's click over this drag or drop file button. And here we are landed to my picture section where you can see this image of the card which I am going to upload. So here I am going to select it, and as I have uploaded my image, I have already got its URL, and now I am going to provide its name in the caption. So here I have provided it the name, and now I am going to create 2 buttons in this media button message. So for that again we have to click over this add button and enter the title of our button. So now let's create our 2 buttons, that is book now and back. So here you can see I have provided 2 buttons, that is book now and back. And now if my user select this book now button, I am going to ask them some questions for making the booking. But if my user select this back button, I want to redirect them to the list of the cards which I have recently created. So now let's connect this with the list of the available cards so that my user can select another card if they want. And now I am going to add the image and create these buttons for remaining list items as well. So here you can see I have provided the image of the second list item with 2 buttons, that is book now and back, and for the third available card as well. And now I am going to connect all these back buttons with this list node. So here I have connected all the back buttons with this list node. And now if my user select this first button, that is book now, I am going to ask them some questions for making the booking. So for that we just have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting this option for ask question which you have to select. And you will be getting this question node where you can enter the question which you want to ask from your customers or the clients. So now let's connect all these book now buttons with this question node so that my user can be redirected to this question node if they select any of these book now buttons. And afterwards I am going to enter a question over here in this question node. So here you can see I have entered this first question asking for the pickup location, and now I am going to select my contact custom field as pickup location. And here you can see that I am getting this custom field, that is pickup location, which I have selected. And now I am going to select my format as any. Now likewise I am going to add some more questions to this flow. So here you can see I have entered another question asking for the pickup date, where I have selected my contact custom field as pickup date, and now I am going to select my format as date. And as you will select the format as date, it will ask you to enter the number of attempt. So here it is basically asking you to enter the number of attempt you want to provide to your customer or the client for entering a valid input. And now I am going to provide my number of attempt as 1, and as you will provide your number of attempt, it will ask you to enter the validation error message. So now I am going to provide a validation error message also. Now you might be thinking, what is this validation error message? So validation error message is the message which will be sent to your users or the customers if they enter an invalid input. So now let's enter it. So here I have provided this validation error message, and afterwards I have entered a question asking for the drop date, and here I have selected my format as date, and here I am going to enter my number of attempt as 1, and now I am going to enter the same validation error message for this question also, and afterwards I have entered a question asking for the full name. So now if my user provides me the answer of all these questions, I am going to provide them a thank you or the confirmation message. So for that, we just have to drag and drop and select text button over here, and in this text button node, I am going to enter a thank you or the confirmation message. So here you can see I have entered this message where I am providing the booking summary, and here you can see I have entered the card type, and after this word card type I have entered this contact custom field, that is card, which we have recently selected for these list items. So now if my user will select any of these list items, the response will be replaced in this message node, and we will be able to send personalized message. And same for this pickup date custom field, drop date, pickup location, and the full name. So now if my user provides me answer of all these questions, the response will be replaced, and we will be able to send personalized messages to our customers or the user. So by this way, you can even send personalized messages to your customers by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now we are done with the creation of our flow. Now we just have to save this flow by simply selecting this save button, and here as I have selected this save button, I am getting this pop-up which says flow updated successfully, means we have successfully saved our flow. Now for showing you how we are receiving messages from our customers and how we are sending them the automated reply, let me take you towards my inbox section. For that, you simply have to click over the inbox given on the sidebar. And here you can see I'm landed to my inbox page where you can see these are the numbers connected to my account, and on this particular number I have successfully received message from my customer, and our automated replies are successfully sent or delivered to them. So now we have successfully created our WhatsApp chatbot, which is going to qualify your leads automatically, and now you can even share the flow which you have created. And for that, you just have to go to the flow builder page again, and here you can see this is the flow which I have recently created, named as WhatsApp chatbot that qualifies leads automatically 24/7. So here I am going to select 3 dots of this flow, and here you can see this option of share flow which you have to select, and you will be getting this flow link which you can share with your friends so that they can also know about this amazing automation tool that is Pabbly Chatflow. And now it's the time to reveal the surprise which I have bought for you. So this coupon code STUPC is the awaited surprise of the day, which is going to provide you exclusive discounts on your purchase for the Pabbly. So use this coupon code and get instant savings and start creation of automations. So what are you waiting for? Start using Pabbly Chatflow now. And I have provided the link of the flow which I have recently created in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And if you have any doubt, then don't forget to mention it in my comment section. So thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.